what brings you here today to the event?
Well, we're having our fifth annual Muscle Walk for the greater Baton Rouge area, and we're raising funds and awareness to support families in Southeast Louisiana.
What kind of events are you going to be having today to raise funds?
We have different activities. Several of our teams have pre-raised their team goal, but we also have a lot of on-site teams that are fundraising, such as cooking beignets. We have one team selling shirts. We actually have one of our campers singing for donations, so that's pretty neat.
How did you get the word out to all the sponsors that came today?
Well, this particular event is actually known as our biggest family reunion. So what event wouldn't be included with our sponsors, because they're a huge part of our MDA family. So we personally invited them. A lot of them are our vendors, or they'll help us out through the years, such as Walgreens or Lowe's. They actually sell the shamrocks at their different locations.
And what is going to be the highlight event for the evening?
The highlight event is, of course, our victory lap, as well as it ties into our tribute station. Each participant writes along the walk of why they walk and who they walk for, as well as their wish that we'll be sending off into the air before we walk.
And are there any upcoming events that the MDA is going to be having?
Well, we have several events throughout the year. We'll actually have our New Orleans Muscle Walk April 23rd. And we currently have our Shamrock program that's quickly wrapping up. Our firefighters are a huge supporter, so they fill the boot throughout the year. We also have our summer camp, June 24th through the 19th.
We just want to thank all of our contributing sponsors that are here. They're all set up around the entire venue. If y'all want to go ahead and stop by and tell them thank you. We have a few of them here this morning, I'm sorry. We have Mobility Depot, we have Crescent Vans. Mr. Wheelchair, unfortunately, was unable to make it. We have Superior Van and Mobility, New Motion, and Genzyme. If y'all want to go ahead and just stop by each one of those booths and thank them, we greatly appreciate that. Rachel? No? Not talking? All right, I'm going to pass this over to Kayla.
Just a few quick things. Be sure to check out Texas Roadhouse. Our friends at Sonic, located in the back. Best Buy, they're playing video games back there, so get in on that challenge. As well as Lowe's, they're making some really cool Tonka trucks. As well as Walgreens that are right up front. Thank y'all for coming. I know they have some goodies to give out to you. And also we have teams that are selling items to raise for their teams. Team Jada has some really cool shirts that they're selling at their booth. Hunting for a Cure, I believe, is cooking up some beignets. And also we have Sarah up here for Sarah Stepper's team. She is singing for donations. So we're gonna give you a sneak peek of what your dollars buy.
I'm so tired of being here, suppressed by all of my childish fears. And if you have to leave, I wish that you would just leave. Your presence still lingers here, and it won't leave me alone. These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just so much that time cannot erase. When you cried, I'd wipe away all of your tears. When you'd scream, I'd fight away all of your fears. And I held your hand through all of these years, but you still have all of me.
So Caitlin, what brings you here today?
To help out with the Muscle Walk. We love participating in any kind of charity events, going out with Kohl's. We love participating with any community, and definitely giving back to the community is one of our number one things that we love to do.
And today, what all will you be doing here today at the event?
Kohl's employees are going to be registering people. We're going to make sure everybody gets a wristband and enjoy the booth and have a great time.
Do y'all do a lot with the MDA?
This is our first MDA, but we do a lot of charity events. We do a couple a month, actually. We do at least 5 employees that go, and we do a lot of Special Olympics, anything with the kids, American Cancer Society, anything to give back. We love it.
Okay, I have the pleasure of introducing our very special guest. For those who attend MDA summer camp, where's my campers? Who's a camper? Awesome. Well, you probably recognize these famous faces from Bay 3. They're currently on tour. This is, without further ado, I have Rivers and Skittles that they're going to come up and get you guys stretched, really pumped up for our walk.
Right. We just got off the plane. We are superstars. It's Bay 3. We're going to do a pump up for you. Right where you start, Mike. Just back and forth. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Come on.
The jam, pump it up, while your feet are stumping, and the jam is pumping, okay, hit the crowd and jumping, pump it up, a little more, get the party going on the dance floor, see, cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that. A place to stay, get your booty on, tonight, make my day. A place to stay, get your booty on, tonight, make my day. Make my day, make my day, make my day, make my day. The jam, pump it up, while your feet are jumping. If the jam is working, and it's a wild jumping. Pump it up, a little more, get the party on the dance floor. Cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that. I don't want a place to stay, get your booty on the floor tonight, make my day. I don't want a place to stay, get your booty on the floor tonight, make my day.
Mr. Kyle, what brings you out here to the event today?
Well, I can't pass up an event to see all my buddies from Muscular Dystrophy Camp. There's several of them out here today. We're in Bay 3, so that means we're kind of in the kids, the boys group that's not quite old enough to be, the big powerful ones, but, we're definitely not the youngest. So just a great atmosphere out here, seeing the kids that I get to spend a week of my summer with.
And talk a little bit about your booth here today. What are you offering here at your booth?
So basically, we're just giving some information to some of our new campers. We have a couple of new campers that are going to be coming up this year at summer. Just giving them some information, giving them some familiar faces. So that first day, they're not there and their eyes are wide open. They can at least see some familiar faces and kind of put a smile on their face to begin the week.
So tell me, what is your role at the camp?
So my role is I'm a volunteer camp counselor. I pretty much take care of my camper, Rivers Lacroix. He's 12 years old. I've been with him since he was 6, so we've kind of formed a bond. His parents trust me and trust me of taking care of him. So putting him in his bed, washing him, bathing him, helping him eat, do different things that his parents would normally do. It's really taking care of these little ones, for a week while their parents are, get to take a break. They're the really courageous ones who have to do it, the entire year, and we get to do it for a week.
And you have a nickname, it's Skittles, I believe.
Yeah. So when I first started, the kids called me Skittles. So that's really the only place that I get called Skittles. So if I know if somebody's calling me Skittles, I pretty much know, okay, well that's coming from somebody that goes to camp. So it's just an easier way for especially for kids that are new. If you see somebody named Skittles, you're automatically going to think, oh, this is cool. Somebody's named Skittles. So they're going to enjoy it, and the kids get along with it and love it. So I'm happy to do it.
And why do you do it? Deep down inside, why do you volunteer your time and do events like this?
It's a little bit, personal, and it's my older brothers went there as our service project in high school, but then it kind of becomes, well, I'm having such a great time, and if I'm having a great time and I'm giving back to the community and helping out these kids, like, why not? I've been fortunate enough that I have a job that allows me to take that time off during the summer and lets me go and take care, of my camper. And we say it's the best time of their year for the campers, but it's by far the best time for my year at summer camp.
At MDA, we strive to empower our families, and you guys being out here today helps us provide certain services, such as MDA free clinic, medical equipment repairs, research. Over $75,000 MDA spends per day in research. So hope is on the way, and that's something that we're very grateful for. Also, I know that these guys can attest for MDA summer camp. So anyone between the ages of 6 to 17 that is a current MDA registered family, be sure to stop by and see Ms. Kaylee for more camp details. Our camp will be June 19th through the 24th, so I know, are you guys packed yet? I figured that. So I'm going to give y'all a couple of minutes to come up with some team chants so y'all can rally y'all teams together. Make sure that you have your banners pulled out and you have your colors and you guys are ready to walk, and we'll get in a line and then we'll have each team do their team chant. The team that's the most spirited will get to lead our walk. All right?
So what brings you here today to the event?
We're here for the annual Baton Rouge Muscle Walk, and we are here to interact with the families and come out for an empowering time, and it's just a great event for all the families in the local community.
And talk a little bit about the camp that they have every year.
We have our annual MDA Summer Camp program, aka Best Week of the Year. It is for all children registered with MDA 6 to 17 years old. It is a week-long overnight program free of cost for all children and volunteers. It's in Pollock, Louisiana for the state of Louisiana. We have the whole state come together. We have about 90 campers, 140 volunteers, and it is just an adaptable camp. It's amazing. It's just a great time.
Talk about the children that come out to the camp and their experiences and enjoyment of the camp.
So we hear about camp all year long. The kids look forward to it. Every clinic appointment that I get to hang out with them, they're asking me about camp. The kids are wonderful. We put on a full range of adaptable activities for them so they can come out and do things that they don't get to do throughout the year. We put on anything from horseback riding and swimming and our football game. It's a tradition. Our crawfish boil. It is just a week of fun. The kids absolutely look forward to it all year long.
All right, and how much does the camp cost for a child?
So for a child to go, MDA makes it free of cost for all children, all volunteers, and our medical staff for the entire week. We're able to cover that cost. It costs $800 to send one kid to camp for the entire week. So we put on events like the Muscle Walk, we raise funds, we raise awareness, and we send those kids to camp every single year.
The main reason why we're here today is to bring strength and hope for our families, and you guys are making that happen. Special thanks to our sponsors, Genzyme, New Motion, Crescent Vans, Superior Van and Mobility, Mobility Depot. There they are. So now that we're all pumped up and ready to walk, I'd like to introduce a very special lady. She is our state Goodwill Ambassador. I had the pleasure of meeting Miss Rachel my first year at MDA. And she is a great advocacy person for our organization. And today she's going to share with you why she walks and why today is so important to her.
Okay, so why do I start off that way? I don't know. But I walk because as a Goodwill Ambassador, I like to, spread awareness and everything. And I walk to support Rivers, I walk to support all the campers and even the people that can't be here. And y'all don't realize sometimes how much it really helps just raising the money, doing the raffles and everything, that we can do a walk like this. And some people have asked me, why do y'all only go one lap? Well, you kind of have to think about it. One, most of us are in chairs, And then the ones that are ambulatory can't sit there and walk and run a 4-mile marathon. So the victory lap means a lot because it's showing that we're still here, we're still fighting, we're still doing what we need to do to get by. And MDA just means a lot to me because I never thought 3 years ago that I'd be up here and with all the other places that I've spoke, and I never thought that I would speak in front of people and tell my story and say why this organization means so much to me. But I'm not going to ramble on because I'm going to end up crying. But I just want to say thank y'all for raising the money. Thank y'all for being here and supporting the campers, the walkers, and everything. Just thank y'all for doing what y'all do because without y'all, we wouldn't have MDA. So thank you.
Corey, what brings you here today to the event?
Superior Van Mobility is a sponsor of the MDA Walk. That's here to show an example of our van and give information and some free swag.
Talk a little bit about the van and the different functions that it has that's different from the ordinary van.
Okay, what makes this van different from the ordinary van is it has a lowered floor. What that does is it makes it easier, gives it more head height for the person in the chair to get in and out of the vehicle opposed to an ordinary van. Secondly, this van has what's called a ramp. What that does is the ramp folds out so the person in the chair can drive or be pushed inside of the vehicle. The ramp folds up and down. Also, this vehicle squats. What it is a function that the vehicle lowered on the passenger side to make it easier for the person in the chair to get in and out of the vehicle. What makes it different also is the middle section is missing. The person in the chair can either sit in the middle or if they want to sit in the front seat, the front passenger seat is removable. Also, if the person is a driver, they want to drive from their chair with the aid of hand control, the driver's seat is completely removable and you can store it in the garage or so. And it doesn't affect the function of the vehicle.
1, 2, 3, cookies!
Hurry up!
I don't know. This one got a good strategy right here.
Eat your cookie! Eat your cookie!
Get it! Get it! Get it! Get it! Go! 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 Come on! You got more to go! Lift your finger! Select the plate, please! Shoot faster!
Special thanks to the Catholic High Boys that came out today and volunteered. Awesome, so you are a cookie champion.
Callie, what brings you out here to the event today?
We brought out our mascot. It's a lot of fun. Cherry Limeade. Everybody loves them. But just to get out in the community, we have a lot of Sonics in this area. So not only for our own publicity, I guess you could say, or it's for community involvement. And obviously MDA is close to my heart. I mean, I have 2 aunts that teach special needs, kindergarten and 1 adaptive PE. So I've been, involved in this my whole life. And so when I got the phone call from the director asking us to come out, it was a no-brainer that we were going to be here showing our support and handing out some coupons. Everybody loves free Sonic stuff. So, whenever we can get out in the community, it's always a good time.
And whose idea was it to do the pictures with does the shake or cherry limeade have a name?
Doesn't have a name. We probably should think of a name, but no. We just figured what would be fun, what would get people to come on over to us. And obviously this draws attention, as you can see people walking by staring at her. But yeah, so we just figured what would be the best way to have people come out and talk to us. And obviously this is an attention drawer, so.
And how important is it to have events like this?
Very important. We don't want to just do our job. We want to, meet and exceed.
and just getting out in the community and showing our involvement shows that we care, not only about, us being profitable, but also about, events like this, special needs like this. So we try to get out as much as we can, but yeah, so it's actually my first one with Sonic, so I'm looking forward to doing a lot more in the community.
All right, so let's start from third place. What's really great about this team is they signed up. This is their first year at the Muscle Walk. I see a lot of you supporting and sporting their green shirts. So congratulations for Team Jada for being our third place team. Thank you, Team Jada. All right, and I'm sure these two teams have been on edge because they've been battling to see. So what I would like is for Team Ashlyn and Team Jesse's Warriors to come up stage. These two teams have been neck and neck by a difference of $227. We would like to congratulate this team for raising $1,165. In second place, Team Ashlyn. Which means our top fundraising team this year is Jesse's Warriors, raising a total of $1,392. Go ahead.
Say, I'm from Bay.
Louisiana.
I'm from Bay.
Louisiana.
I'm from Bay 3.
Louisiana.
Bay.
Louisiana.
How about that? All right, our last cheer. Now we got the vocal cords going. It's gonna be everybody say, "Hey, we want some Bay 3." Okay? All right. All right. Ready?
Hey, we want some.
Everybody say, "Hey, we want some Bay 3." Give yourself a big round of applause. Y'all ready to walk? Y'all ready to walk?
Caitlin, what brings you here today to the event?
Well, we're having our 5th annual Muscle Walk for the greater Baton Rouge area, and we're raising funds and awareness to support families in Southeast Louisiana.
What kind of events are you going to be having today to raise funds?
We have different activities. Several of our teams have pre-raised their team goal, but we also have a lot of on-site teams that are fundraising, such as cooking beignets. We have one team selling shirts. We actually have one of our campers singing for donations, so that's pretty neat.
How did you get the word out to all the sponsors that came today?
Well, this particular event is actually known as our biggest family reunion. So what event wouldn't be included with our sponsors, because they're a huge part of our MDA family. So we personally invited them. A lot of them are our vendors, or they'll help us out through the years, such as Walgreens or Lowe's. They actually sell the shamrocks at their different locations.
And what is going to be the highlight event for the evening?
The highlight event is, of course, our victory lap, as well as it ties into our tribute station. Each participant writes along the walk of why they walk and who they walk for, as well as their wish that we'll be sending off into the air before we walk.
And are there any upcoming events that the MDA is going to be having?
Well, we have several events throughout the year. We'll actually have our New Orleans Muscle Walk April 23rd. And we currently have our Shamrock program that's quickly wrapping up. Our firefighters are a huge supporter, so they fill the boot throughout the year. We also have our summer camp, June 24th through the 19th.
We just want to thank all of our contributing sponsors that are here. They're all set up around the entire venue. If y'all want to go ahead and stop by and tell them thank you. We have a few of them here this morning. We have Mobility Depot. We have Crescent Vans. Mr. Wheelchair, unfortunately, was unable to make it. We have Superior Van and Mobility, New Motion, and Genzyme.